Break the silence!
The Women at Risk International Foundation WARIF says it has raised public awareness on gender-based violence (GBV) in 108 institutions of learning in the country. Mr. Adeyemi Asaba, the foundation's programs lead, disclosed this to the news agency of Nigeria in Abuja on the sidelines of the sensitization of students of the University of Abuja. Asaba explained that the 108 institutions included 6 universities in which they had established their physical presence. He listed the institutions to include University of Abuja, Nile University, and Veritas University. Others are Lagos State University, Lagos State Polytechnic, and Adeniran Agunsoya College of Education.
We expected to work with 6 university or tertiary institution on a physical level. But as an organization, that is WARIF, we innovatively came up with an idea last year to introduce the first of its kind in Nigeria. That's the learning management system, an online course that students across Nigerian tertiary institution can participate in, and we have 108 tertiary institutions who participated in the online program. 6,000 applied, 3,000 completed it. So we know that violence is not limited, or gender-based violence is not limited to Lagos and Abuja alone. We know it's a national or international call, and that's why we took our time to scale it up by making it a national project, introducing the online platform.
The program's lead disclosed that the foundation had set up a response team in every institution called School-Related Gender-Based Violence Response Team.
For each of the schools, we have set up a response team. We call it School-Related Gender-Based Violence Response Team, which is made up of students and staff. Staff in terms of teaching and non-teaching. Part of the member, we have the school security team as a member of response team. We have the medical unit as a member of response team. We have the lecturers as a member of response team. Then with some registered body of students as a member of response team. So it's not limited to students alone. The response team is saddled with responsibility to go out there to replicate the training we have given to them to other parts of this institution. So for instance, there are traders within the school, there are drivers within the schools, there are cleaners within the schools, there are lecturers within the school. And the good thing is that we came up with a policy, we designed a policy on prevention of gender-based violence on Nigerian tertiary institutions, which we have circulated around 70 tertiary institutions. The document is meant to address these issues beyond students.
The Administrative Officer of Students Affairs, University of Abuja, in a separate interview said the school authority was doing its best to enlighten members of staff and students about gender-based violence. According to him, the Vice-Chancellor has zero tolerance for such acts.
Authority is doing a lot to enlighten, because any meeting we go, at least Vice Chancellor, Dean of Student Affairs, they normally speak out. I can tell you that 2 staff, 2 professors was laid off out of service here as a result of that. Because of this, Vice Chancellor made some cases, series of such cases on the ground, and some even happen when when he comes in. So he's a no-nonsense man. If you say Professor Abdurrashid Na Allah is a no-nonsense man. So that one alone, you see, is even enough signal.
Ms. Diana Kalu, a student of English Department, University of Abuja, appreciated the organizers for the sensitization program. According to her, through the program, she is now able to differentiate between gender and sex.
Through this program, I know that there's a difference between gender and sex. Also, I know the courses, I know the futures, I know a lot of things that I wasn't aware of. Like now, we also know there's a concept in having sex with a girl. So if you're not here, you're missing a lot. I really want to thank the school for making this available for us students to be able to. We're not paying, it's free. Just come in and you just register and you're in already. It's fun, it's educative, it's admiring. Like, my God, I wish I could put my family members down here. I really love it, and I'm very grateful to the school authority. Thanks to our VC Nal, and thanks to the wife group. Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to be here.
Similarly, Yakubu Moses, also a student of English department in the university, said that the program shed more light on happenings in the school and how they could be prevented or curtailed.
It's really cool. It's a nice initiative because I think this is 2021. People need to
know about these things. We might do these things unconsciously. We might be part of the system that are trying to do this whole gender-based violence. Be like put women down. But I think programs like this in campus would also shed more light, which they have, and they've tried to do that. So I think it's a good stepping stone in 2021.
Break the silence! We are champions!